What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer, and I'm here to bring you my thoughts on some gaming news today. So I was reading a few articles talking about how E3 is changing or how it needs to change. There's an article on IGN, and I believe there was one on Game Informer as well. And they talked about how the E3 that just passed is shades different of how it used to be in the past, which is true. I've been watching E3 for going on, I don't know how many, more than 10 years now. And I can definitely say that it has changed. And some people are speculating that is it in a way dying because a lot of the spectacles are gone now. Like one of the major changes this year was the fact that Activision and EA were not a conference during the initial E3. In fact, they were off-site, and they even had like a little pre-press conference thing on Sunday, which in my previous video I had talked about a bit. And people are wondering if these are signs of things to come, or like, is E3 gonna just keep getting toned down more and more until it just finally dissolves away? Or will they eventually, to bring back more life into it, try to make E3 open to the public, which would, in my opinion, be an amazing thing. But if anything, we can see that just because they're not a big spectacle anymore doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I mean, if anything, look at Sony's press conference. Look at Bethesda's press conference as well. They were very small and intimate, and they just showed game after game. There was no big spectacles really surrounding them, and they were, in my opinion, two of the best conferences during all of E3 this year, especially Sony, which they just showed game after game, no big spectacle, not even that much talking, and they just, it was again smaller, more intimate conference, and around the board, everyone says Sony had the best press conference, and I can see if they are going to keep toning down E3, as long as they make it similar to how Bethesda and Sony have made their press conferences, again, smaller and more intimate, I don't see E3 dying. In fact, I see it evolving even more now. And if they were to make it open to the public, these smaller, more intimate press conferences would actually benefit that much more. But again, we're a long way off. We have no idea what's going to happen next E3. But I do feel that based on how Sony's press conference was so well received, other companies need to, I don't want to say copy, but they really do need to take notes of how Sony did their press conference. They need to make it smaller, more intimate, and in that way, I believe they'll grab more people. Because again, if you go in the way of Ubisoft and a little bit Microsoft, they just a little too much try to make it, I don't know, too much of a spectacle. Or like during the Minecraft, they had the guy playing VR up in the corner somewhere, and they had different stages everywhere, and then they kept panning the camera out of the actual game you wanted to see just to show the people around the stage, which was really annoying. So I don't know. I believe E3 is going to evolve. This press conference showed that smaller, more intimate vibe works, and it's well received. So I believe that from now on, we are going to see changes in E3. Another thing I want to talk about is, I talked a little bit about it during my Microsoft review video of their press conference, but I really do believe that the Xbox One S is useless. I had a buddy of mine, he didn't watch E3 live, so he was watching all the different news. He's said to me, "Hey, I'm thinking about buying an Xbox One S. Do you think I should, or is that a waste of money?" And I thought about it for about 5 seconds, and then I told him, "Don't bother. Wait one more year when Project Scorpio comes out, And, in that case, you'll just have a more powerful system, and you won't waste as much money like buying one and then having to get rid of that one to buy the other. So I don't see what the benefit was to announce both new consoles in the same press conference. I mean, again, like I just stated to my friend, if you do want an Xbox One, you're going to want the better one of the available options. And if you only have to wait one more year, I don't see people buying Xbox One S's. I see people waiting to buy the Scorpio. So I really don't know what they were thinking announcing both of them so soon like that. Again, for all we know, Scorpio could be delayed or it could be changed, but I don't know. I have a feeling that the Scorpio will overshadow the Xbox One S even before the Xbox One S releases. So there's that. And the last thing I want to talk about is I was on IGN and I used to like their what are they called? Rewind videos, where they go and nitpick through trailers and stuff like that. Even after their infamous Kingdom Hearts trailer debacle, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look it up. There's plenty of videos cataloging that horrendous job. But I was watching the one for God of War that was announced at Sony's press conference, and I found it weird because the person doing the rewind didn't point anything out. She just narrated the trailer, and in fact, pretty sure she even mispronounced some things or left some things out, which baffled me because on IGN as well, they have a little wiki page that goes over the little secrets of the trailer, and that has a ton of information on it, including like the hidden man in the woods that you can barely see, the Valkyrie that apparently flies by when Kratos is following his son. A lot of little things. And my mind goes, why aren't these, they work for the same company. You have a wiki page and you have a rewind video that you're supposed to go through all the secrets. Do they not talk to each other? I'm not It's like, what are they doing? And especially, again, the lady they picked, she didn't seem to know anything, really. She just narrated the trailer. And it just really bugged me for some reason. That's why I'm talking about it. I don't know why they screwed that up the way they did. I mean, you have your own wiki page that detailed some secrets already. Why wouldn't you put it in your rewind video? Why wouldn't the lady in the rewind video point them out or pause it? And it just, I don't know, it just really seemed off and stupid to me. And that's all I want to say about that. But again, I'm just a gamer. These are just my opinions. And you guys have a good one and take care. Peace.